Independent lawmaker Freddy Lim thanked his supporters in Taipei on Monday after surviving a recall election against him the day before. It was a close call for the lawmaker who represents the Zhongzheng-Wanhua constituency.
There were 10,000 more votes in favor of his recall than against, but the motion failed because the number of yes votes was not high enough to meet the legal requirement.
Independent lawmaker Freddy Lim survived a recall vote on Sunday. The next day, he swept the streets to thank his supporters. Some waved to him as he passed by. One pedestrian held up a campaign flag to show support. But Lim had barely survived Sunday's election. Nearly 55,000 people voted in favor of his recall, while roughly 43,500 voted against. The recall had failed only because less than 25% of eligible voters had voted in favor. In Sunday's election, less than half of Lim's supporters in the 2020 election had turned out to vote in his defense.
If we spend too much talking about those numbers, I think we'll just end up with more politicking and various maneuvers. There will be too much of that, so I don't think there's a need to dwell on the numbers.
On Lim's first day back at work, DPP lawmaker Chen Ting-fei expressed her congratulations. Lim told reporters what it's been like at home.
Over this period, my daughter kept asking me what was happening. She wanted to know why I wasn't spending as much time with her. So now that I'm going to have more time to be with her, she's very happy.
On Monday, the initiator of the recall campaign, Taipei councillor Zhong Xiaoping, also hit the streets of Wanhua to thank voters. He blamed the KMT's Taipei office director for the failure of the recall motion.
Huang Lu has to step down. The number one criminal in this is Huang Lu Jinru. Eric Chu originally was going to campaign with me. Did you know that? But Huang Lu Jinru threatened to resign as committee head in the city if Chu and I campaigned together. Eric Chu had his reasons, but Huang Lu was the one causing trouble.
The curtain has come down on the recall campaign against Lim, but the outcome could have far-reaching ramifications for Lim as well as the KMT.